Right, here we are. We are back in Euro Truck Simulator 2, and we have an update. The update is to version 1.52, which may well have a number of bug fixes, the usual stuff, but the most important change is what we see, if I can get the right button working. And it ain't working. Let me just do a quick check. Hang on a second. We've got no Euro Truck. Hang on. That's a good start. Let's add source. See if that'll work. There we go. Now let me just check something else. We're gonna have to move that down. And move it up. I think that's us. Right, I'll start again. We're in Euro Truck. We're now into version 1.52, and we have a major addition to Euro Truck, and that is the Driving Academy. Now, there's one major thing to point out before I start. I have just updated the game, gone into Steam, updated the game, and I have not looked at this. I have no idea what it does, what it's about. I know it's about teaching you how to drive the truck properly, but I have had no goes at it, no attempts, no first look at it. This is a first look. The other major difference is that my Driving Force GT wheel has finally died. I think it might be the power supply in terms of the pedals. It might be the transformer that's gone, but I'm not going to be buying another one to find that out. Not in the near future anyway. So I am on the Xbox controller, and I have been for some time. The Xbox controller allows you to drive the truck reasonably well. You don't have the same functionality on it because there's not enough buttons, or not the same buttons on it as you have on the steering wheel, but I'm going to give it a go. So rather than continue career, we'll have a look at this Driving Academy. So it says, Driving Academy is not intended to replace in-cab training. We strongly recommend seeking out instruction from an accredited truck training institution before attempting to operate a truck in real life. Training institutions interested in using Driving Academy to supplement in-cab driver training can contact us at academy@scssoft.com. So they've obviously got plans that this possibly could be used as a training tool, but obviously isn't a substitute for going to a proper driver training school in a truck. I think I can grasp that information. Right. So what have we got? Well, we've got truck driving basics, obviously in its infancy. We've got a next level up, which is truck driving proficiency. It says hone your truck driving skills with new scenarios in more challenging conditions. And then there's that one there, which we don't know what it is. So this is the initial training, the only option you have at the moment. There are 31 ribbons or awards to win for completing each level. And, well, I might as well open the damn thing and see what it's about. So, first thing to do, apparently, is to choose your truck. Well, you don't get a whole list of trucks. You just get, well, there's one truck there. You've got a couple of Scanias. I do prefer the Volvo. In fact, the other thing is why they aren't allowing you to use your mod trucks with this either. I don't see any reason why not. It seems like it wouldn't cause any problems with the procedure, so why they haven't allowed you to use your mod trucks, I don't know. It might be something they'll add in the future. I can see by the drop down that you've got left or right hand driving. Well, although I drive in the UK, I prefer left-handed driving trucks for Eurotruck, because most of the time you're driving in Eurotruck, especially with map combos, you're generally driving on the left-hand side of the road as opposed to the right. So we'll take the Volvo. Now, of course, this could crash. Anything could happen. I would imagine it's been thoroughly tested before they decided to release it. Welcome to Driving Academy. Now, anybody who's watched me in Eurotruck will know that my biggest flaw, amongst many, is the fact that I can't bloody well reverse the truck and park it. It takes me an age to get it done, whether it be with a wheel or with a controller. So I don't hold out any great expectations for my efforts in this damn thing. So rather than press the button to come out of this sort of teaser video, I'll just let it run. So obviously you've got a test track there. Will help to instill habits that will help you safely navigate a variety of situations. Oh, that's the test of braking. I'll be no good at that. Now, I wonder if this is actually in the base Eurotruck map, or whether it's just a completely separate location. By completing all the scenarios and passing the final exams, you'll be ready to hit the roads of Europe and find new challenges to face. Right, presumably that's it finished. Right, so what did it say? Truck driving basics, play intro. I wonder if that was the intro that we've just played. I don't know, because again, as I say, I've never looked at this, so obviously it looks as if you have to set your truck up, set your driving position. Let me just press this and see if it's the same thing again. I think it is. Yeah, well, now I can't skip out of it. Oh, yes, I can. Right, well, that's good. Okay, before you drive, for your first scenario, we'll go through the basics of the driver's cabin. It's important to correctly adjust your seat, steering wheel and side mirrors, as having proper visibility is important for managing stressful or precarious situations. We'll go over the controls for adjusting these components one at a time. Right, so we'll start the scenario. Now, I'm only going to be doing this for an hour or so because I want to go and watch some of this Reyes Cup pool that's on. It starts in about, in fact, it's probably started. Welcome to your first lesson. Let's start by learning how to prepare the truck to hit the road. Continue, hit enter or num enter or A, which you would do on your controller. So we'll hit A. It is crucial to ensure that your driving is safe, professional and under control at all times. The proper adjustment of the seat, steering wheel and mirrors will help you to accomplish this. On each side of the truck there are some vehicles. They'll help guide you to adjust the mirrors properly. Take your time to adjust everything to your liking, as these settings will have a significant impact on your ability to control the truck. Right, so it says seat and steering wheel adjustment. When getting into a truck for the first time, it's important to first adjust the seat, steering wheel and mirrors to your liking. The correct position behind the steering wheel is crucial for proper visibility. All controls must be within reach, and the driver needs to have a clear view ahead, to the sides and in the mirrors. To display the configuration menu, access it through the vehicle adjustments in the pause menu. So vehicle adjustments is down the bottom. Adjust seats. Well, I might want to be a wee bit higher. Let me just adjust that a wee bit. I can see that car to the left of me. Now, the first other thing that I've noticed is that I don't have the virtual mirror on the right side. Oh, I do. I never even noticed it was there. So I've got the virtual mirror. The virtual mirror shows me that truck to the right of me. So if I go, not that, I don't want to do that. Adjust mirrors. Right, I want that one up, and I don't need that one. Now, I want to adjust the mirrors to continue. Right, that's better. Now, when you go to adjust the mirror, we go to side right, I presume. But I don't have the mirror up to actually see it. Let me try that one. Left. Well, that's left. I've got that. In fact, I'm probably better using the mouse for this. Now, why is it not letting me do it? I mean, it wants me to adjust something, but I don't really need to adjust anything. Right, that's us seeing a wee bit more of that car. Now, what does left convex mean? Does that mean that wee dinky one there? Maybe that's what it means. But now I can't highlight. Right, the main mirrors are your primary tool for seeing what is going on beside and behind you. You should have a good view of the car beside you, but make sure to keep some of the trailer in the mirror as well to help you accurately judge the position of obstacles around you. Once you are satisfied with the adjustment, switch to the passenger side mirror. Set the mirror into the correct position as shown in the diagram. Well, I can see the car and I can see that trailer there with the smaller mirror. But how do I move over to the other mirror? It keeps highlighting here that I have to mess about with something, and I don't want to mess about with it anymore. Or does it want me to hit every button? Right, now it's showing right mirror. Right, I've got that now. Right, that's bringing it in a bit more. Right, I'm fairly happy with that. And I'm fairly happy with that. Right, let's hit into it. Right, it's back to that. This is a bit fiddly. Yeah, I don't know why it's not allowing me just to finish this part and go on to the next part. So this has already got me confused. Once you are satisfied with the mirror adjustment, switch to the passenger side convex mirror, which is that, but nothing's highlighted. Right, I'm finished with this. I've had enough of this. I'm bored with this already. To display vehicle adjustments during gameplay, press F4, access through vehicle adjustments in the pause menu. Right, we've done that. And we've done that. Now, if I say exit, is that going to exit me to get starting the bloody thing, is it? Are you sure you want to end this scenario? No, I'm not. Right, I don't want to do that either. Right, come out of that. The display vehicle adjustment, blah, 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 blah. F4. Adjust mirrors. Adjust seats. Right, we've done that. Right, so we've got that part. Adjust mirrors. UI mirrors. We want just that one there. We'll get rid of that. We've done all that. Now, I seem to be lost here as to what I'm doing next because it's not very clear exactly what I should be doing. I've adjusted the mirrors. I've adjusted my seat to the way I want it. It won't allow me to adjust lights because we don't need lights at the moment. That's me outside the truck. Right, we're back in the truck. Hit the pause menu. Scenario progress. Rules, following instructions, goals, seat and mirror adjustment, mirror and visibility check. Now it's saying that I haven't done them. Right, before you drive, camera controls, it's saying I've not done them. Right. Just bringing the steering wheel forward. I've done that. The UI mirrors, that's the same thing. Adjust the mirrors. And this is the point, I'm lost. Once you're satisfied with the mirror adjustment, switch to the passenger side convex mirror. Right, well, I mean, okay, so I've worked it out now. So first of all, you can't use your mouse to change. I'm hitting D and nothing's happening. I'm thinking it's WASD. I've worked that part out, but I'm not able to go anywhere else. Set the mirrors in the correct position, blah, 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 blah. Right, well, I mean, I'm a bit thick if I can't get this advanced to the next stage and get bloody well started in the goddamn thing. The display vehicle, right, we've done that. We've hit the pause menu. If I do that, I'm restarting and I'm back to square one. Exit. Are you sure you want to exit? Current progress will be lost. No. Restart. I mean, that. First, let's just see. Right. Right. Okay, I don't need to adjust the seat. I'm happy with the seat. I've got a clear view. I might want to go a bit higher again if it's defaulted it. Right, so we'll have that. Reset to defaults. I don't want to do that. So I'll come out of that. Trucks are many blind spots, so they are equipped with multiple exterior mirrors to help blah blah blah. Proper adjustment of these mirrors will allow you to have the best possible visibility of your surroundings. Open adjust mirrors to continue. Right. Well, this seems to be working a bit better now. It may well be that there's a bug right at the start. The main mirrors cover the space along the side of the truck and trailer. To adjust the correct position of the main mirrors, use the cars on both sides of the vehicle for reference and hit enter to continue. Right, so we're doing that part. Side mirror. Right, so we're using WASD to adjust the mirror. And right, we're happy with that. Set the mirror to correct position as shown in the diagram. Now, is it because it wants me to specifically move the mirror to a certain point? Well, you see, now it's highlighted the right side mirror. Right, so we'll go. We've opened that out a bit. We've opened it out quite a bit. It's wanting us to open it out a bit more. Now it's saying left convex mirror. Convex mirrors provide a wider field of view, allowing you to see more of what is going on beside you. Press enter to continue. Right, so we're now going to adjust that mirror, and it wants me to be wider to see that other truck. Right, I've got it now. Right, so now the right convex mirror is highlighted. I've grasped it now, and it wants me to see the other truck on the lower mirror. So we need to open that out like that. I think that's almost there. Down a wee bit. Right, that's as far as I want to go, but it's not letting me continue. No, wait a minute. Once you're satisfied with the mirrors adjustment, press escape. Right, so we'll do that. Now it says, excellent, with your seat and mirror set to your liking, you are now one step closer to hitting the road. Close the configuration menu using escape. Well, I've done that. So now we're cooking with gas. Right, take one more look around to ensure that you're satisfied with your view from the cab and that the mirrors provide you with a good view of what's happening around the truck. If something doesn't suit you, you can adjust the mirrors again in vehicle adjustments, configuration menu, press enter or num enter blah blah to end the first scenario. To show or hide on-screen mirrors, you can go to vehicle adjustment blah blah blah. Well, I know about that. Right, so we'll hit enter. Right, okay, right, so we've done the first scenario, which is basically just set up the mirrors and the seats. We've done that. Right, so now it says success. I've got a tick for that. I've got a tick for seat and mirror adjustment, and I've got a tick for mirror and visibility check. We don't want to restart it. We'll go to next scenario. I'll have a quick drink while I'm at it. In this scenario, we'll go through the different cameras that are visible to use. Right. Okay. So hit enter. Right, there are 7 cameras to choose from in total. We'll go through a few of them now and explain their intended function. Let me see if I can go back to the controller. Right. The various cameras and their different angles can help you when maneuvering in tight places. Looking where you're going is the core foundation to safe and professional driving. If the current seating position does not suit you, blah, 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 blah. Right, we've done that part. Right, when reversing, your mirrors don't always offer a clear view. It may be necessary to look out the window behind you to get a better view. Turn your camera all the way to the driver's side to look outside the window towards the rear of. Right, we've done that. Use this view to check on the trailer during reversing maneuvering with a trailer. It's always better to reverse to the driver's side so that you can utilize this view. When reversing to the passenger side, you have a much more limited view of what is going on behind you. Look towards the passenger side. So we'll do that. Right, got that. This is why it's usually not recommended to reverse towards the passenger side. You can see that visibility is quite limited. Lucky there are 7 exterior cameras available to you as well. This button, I can't read that properly. Button 9 can be used to switch. Right, we're outside. The external camera provides the best perspective on what is happening around the truck. Look around the truck. Right, we've done that. Right, pressing that or that again, you could switch to the next camera. So we'll do that, we're above. Do that, we're above the cab. Do that, we're looking back. Do that, I don't know what the hell we're doing there. And do that, we're down by, I think that is the front of the truck we were at with the last camera. We're down by the wheel, and now we're back in the cab. For an authentic driving school experience, we recommend staying with the interior camera view as you go through each scenario. Well, I don't think it will be because I can't reverse in the cab. I'm absolutely shit hopeless. Press enter or blah blah to confirm and end the scenario. Right, so I've completed that. Right, so next scenario. Right, instructions, first drive. For your first few drives, we'll be using the tractor unit only. A truck is referred to as a tractor when it doesn't have a cargo body of its own and instead relies on the use of a trailer to transport goods and materials. Right. Tractors are common because they allow for greater versatility. They can drop an empty trailer and pick up a loaded one without having to wait or switch to a different kind of trailer entirely. Right, now what do you want me to do? For your first drive, your task will be to drive forward and stop after the dashed line. Start the engine, follow the instructions to get the truck ready to move. Once prepared, drive straight ahead. Right, this is just a video showing you what you have to do. Drive past the dashed line, stop, shut down the engine and secure the truck. For the next step in your training, you'll move the truck for the first time. Of course, without the engine running, it won't work. So first you need to turn on the ignition. Press E or that. Right, the ignition activates the truck's electronics. You may have noticed warning lamps flash on the dashboard. That is normal. If they remain on once the engine is started, then that likely signals a problem with the truck. The exception is the parking brake lamp, which will turn off when we release the parking brakes. Luckily, this truck is in good condition and we are ready to proceed. Right, right, we've now got the engine started. Now that the engine is started, it's crucial to check your surroundings before starting any movement. So we'll look there, we'll look there, we'll look up, we'll look down. Hit that. Now it says activate the service brake using down or S. Now that's putting it, well, obviously this is where you're limited with the controller, so I'll have to use S on the keyboard. Next you'll learn how to change whatever. To start moving you must first release the parking brake, and the parking brake is the down on the D-pad. No it isn't. Not according to that. According to that, that activates my wipers, and that changes the cameras. So this isn't marrying up with my and that's the indicator, so none of that's marrying up with what my controller's configured at. I'm surprised that it doesn't sort of understand what your settings are. It says use space or the D down. Well, I can't, so I have to use space. Now the truck is ready to move forward. Start moving and cross the dash line. Initiate movement by using the accelerator. Right, well I know how to do that. Right, I'll put the space bar for the brake. With a simplified automatic transmission, there's no need to shift gears. Everything is done automatically for you, and we'll confirm that. You now know how to get the truck moving and how to bring it to a stop safely. Press E or, well, that's the engine off. Right, so we've done that. We don't want to watch a replay. Now next scenario. Right, for this drive we'll be reversing in a straight line. You'll have to reverse past the dashed line and stop there. When reversing the truck, it is essential to look around constantly, observe all the mirrors and ensure that the space around and behind you is clear. Start the engine, shift to reverse and begin moving. Well, I've got it on auto, or the basic, where if you just hit the brake button, it will reverse. So we've crossed the line going forward, and now does it want us to stop before that yellow line? I didn't quite read that. Oh no, it's not. It's wanting us over the yellow line, so that's fine. Right, prepare the truck to be driven as you learned in the previous scenario. When you're ready, turn on the engine. Right, I'm looking around and the engine is off. Hang on. I thought it was on. Right, I'm looking over, I'm looking that way, I'm looking behind me. Now, you made a mistake while driving and cannot complete the scenario. Now, what the hell did I do wrong? What the hell did I do wrong there then? Restart. All I did was hit the brake button to reverse. Well, let's try blah 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 blah. How can I have failed that when all I'm doing is using it in auto to reverse? Reverse past the dash line. Right, so when you're ready, start the engine. Right, so we've done that. Check the passenger side mirror, check that way, look that way. Right, when reversing, the backup alarm automatically activates in most trucks. You can turn it off in the options screen. Audio backup, bleep, blah, 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 blah. Right, so now it wants us to, alright, so because I used the auto by just hitting the brake to reverse, it's saying that I failed. So I have to hit S to engage the reverse brake, the reverse gear, sorry. Now it's saying release the parking brake using space. Right, I've done that. Begin moving by using blah blah blah, reverse past the dash line. With a simplified automatic transmission, there's no need to shift gears or everything else. Well, it bloody failed me because the simple automatic doesn't allow you to do this test. You have to hit the S button, so that's not right. But anyway, it's a minor thing. Press enter, blah blah blah. To confirm. Right, remember to always be aware of your surroundings as you reverse, especially in busy areas with lots of traffic. Shut down the engine by pressing that or that. So we'll hit E. Right, we've done that. Right, we don't want to see a replay. Get rid of that. Oh shit, it's doing it again. Bugger, hang on a minute. Come out of that. Right, so we'll exit that because we've done it. We've done that. Right, so lights and wipers. We've got our little ribbon for doing that. And we'll go to lights and wipers and start scenario. In this scenario, we'll go over some of the truck's features that will ensure that you can see and be seen at the same time. We'll activate the various lighting systems and learn when it's necessary to use each of them. Right. We'll operate the turn signals and hazard lights. So you don't have hazard lights on your controller, I don't think, as I say, because you've got nowhere near enough buttons to do that. And finally, we'll go over how to adjust the wipers to ensure they function effectively in varying levels of precipitation. Right, let's go over how to use various types of lights as well as how to control the windscreen wipers. Low beam and high beam headlights to ensure a good view of the road ahead. Turn signals and hazard lights are used so that other road users can anticipate your manoeuvres. Wipers are used to keep the windscreen clear of water and other debris. Well, there's a surprise. I just thought they were there to wave about in the rain. Start the engine, but do not release the parking brake. Right, I've got that part. Right, so we've done that. Right, so far you have only been using daytime running lights. They automatically activate when the ignition is turned on and are used for better visibility of the vehicle under normal conditions. However, now that the conditions have worsened, you will need to use the full lighting system. Press L or X. This probably won't work either. Let's try X in a controller. Ah, well, that worked. Parking lights illuminate the front, side and rear marker lights. They are used when you are parked in poor lighting conditions so that you are visible to other drivers. Switch to low beam. Right, there we go, that worked. Low beam headlights illuminate the road ahead of you and also improve the visibility of your vehicle in poor lighting conditions. Switch to high beam. You made a mistake. Right, so again, that's to do with the buttons, the button configurations in the controller. So it's not giving me that default option for the bloody lights. I'm going to have to use the keyboard. Right, so we'll restart. I mean, I haven't even tried properly parking the truck yet or reversing with a trailer, so if I can't get through these scenarios without failing them, what hope have I got about parking a bloody truck? Right. Right, we've started the engine, blah, 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 blah. Right, we can use the X button for this part. Switch to low beam, we can use the X button for that part, and we can switch to high beam. But it doesn't go to high beam, and I've failed the damn thing again. So I'm going to have... I need to bloody pay attention at what the keyboard button is for the high beam. Right, here we go again. This is embarrassing. We'll just skip through all of this stuff. Right, start the engine again. So let's be clear on this. This whole scenario thing in this training school, driving school, it's mainly designed. In fact, the priority is given to steering wheel users. It's not designed to be really played all that convincingly with a controller. You've got to use a controller and the keyboard. So we can't. First of all, the X button in my setup will only get me the driving lights or the parking lights and the low beam. Now when it says go to high beam, it's telling me hit the X button again, but I'm being failed because of that. So now I have to use the K for the high beam. High beam headlights allow you to see blah 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 blah. Be mindful when using them though, as they can dazzle other road users, especially those in oncoming traffic. Be sure to turn your high beams off as you approach other drivers. Use K to turn the high beam headlights off. Done that. Right, so we've passed that bit this time. I think I'm probably better actually just hitting the keyboard activation rather than... see, now it's telling me to use the square bracket to use the left turn signal, but I know that my left and right on the controller will change the left signal. Now let's see if it fails me. No, it won't, because they're configured. And we've turned it off, and now we'll do the right, because that works. Right, we've done that. Right, press. We want the windscreen wipers. Well, I know that I think it's the up. No, that's the camera. It's the down that puts the wipers on my controller. There we go. Right. That was intermittent. That's the low speed one. And then that's the high speed one. And then we'll switch them off again. So we've managed to do that. Turn off the lights and shut down the engine. Now, how the hell did I put the lights on? I've totally forgotten. That's the camera. I don't want that. That's the wipers. Now, why is it not giving me an instruction for the keyboard to turn off the lights? Because I've totally forgotten how to do it. Ah, there we go. Right, I think that's it. And right, I failed. I failed, and I'm getting bored. Turned off the engine. Right, jump through all of this crap again. Again, if I was using my Logitech driving force steering wheel, this would all be very simple, because you know, I've got a full memory for all the buttons that my wheel was set at, but for a controller I've not. And like I said, this whole scenario in the driving academy is not really designed for a controller. It is definitely designed for the use of a steering wheel mainly. I mean, you need to have a controller twice the size of an Xbox controller to be able to put enough buttons on it so you can configure them all. Engine started again. Right, parking lights on. Driving lights on. K for the high beams. K to turn off the high beams. That for the left turn signal. That to turn it off. That for the right turn signal. That to turn it off. So we've got that part. Right, I might as well use P. P again. And P again. And P again to put them off. So we've done that. Turn off the engine and shut down it. Turn off the lights and shut down the engine. I think that's the lights off. And I failed again. Try to jump through all of this stuff. Alright, I've made a mistake straight off the bat trying to start the engine. Oh dear, so frustrating. I guarantee that every guy who's went through this scenario set up for this driving school, I guarantee that 95% of them have used their steering wheels. And unfortunately I can't. And now I can't start the bloody engine. Now I don't know what the hell I'm doing wrong. I wish it would have, I mean, for the sake of us numpties, I wish it would have the actual control on the screen. I can't remember what the start the engine control is. I mean, on my controller it's the down button, but if I do that it's telling me I've failed. Hang on, where's the keys and buttons in this damn thing? Start stop engine is not available according to that. In fact, no, wait a minute, that's the electricity. According to this it's E, so I need to remember E. E. Start stop engine. E. I've never been in the habit of using the E button to start the engine. That's always been configured to the truck. And this is why poor people like me who are now stuck with the controller are stumped at this damn thing. Right, so start the engine. We'll get it right this time. Right, we've done that. Right, press L to turn on the parking lights. L. Press L to switch to the low beam. Done that. Press K to switch to the high beam, which is next to the L. Press K to turn off the high beam, which we've done. Press that for the left turn signal. Well, I know that's on my controller. Done that. Turned that off. That to go right. That to turn that off. Press P to set the windscreen wipers. Right, we'll do that. And we'll do that again. And we'll do it to the high speed. And we'll do that to turn it off. E to turn the engine off. Turn off the lights and shut down the engine. So the lights were that, and the engine was E. Right, we've done it. Thank Christ for that. Congratulations, you completed Chapter 1, Basic Controls and Movement. You have learned how to prepare the truck before driving forward, reverse driving, and how to use the lights and wipers. Good God. Right. Stopping close to an obstacle. Next scenario. Right, trucks have a large blind spot in the area in front of the tractor. It's easy to lose sight of a pedestrian or even a car in this area, so trucks are equipped with a front mirror that can be seen through the windscreen. The front mirror is designed to give the driver a view into the blind spot. It is an essential tool to ensure you don't collide with any obstacles when manoeuvring in tight spaces. Start driving. Proceed towards the barrier ahead of you, then slow down as you approach it. Keep an eye on the front mirror. Stop between the line and the obstacle. What, that bloody line there? That's a bit close. Right, I'm looking right, looking left. I need to look at that. I need to look at that front mirror there. Right, press enter, blah blah, to continue. Prepare to set off. Right, we've released the brake. Drive towards the parking spot. I'm going to cheat. Like that. Secure the truck and shut down the engine. Handbrake on. Engine off. Right, well, we did that okay. I think that's the first scenario we've actually done where I haven't made an ass of it. Parking next to an obstacle. In this scenario, we'll learn to park next to a curb using the side view mirror. I mean, I think from the point of view of somebody who has been in Euro Truck since day one, this is a bit tedious for me because I'm restricted by using this controller, but also because you've done all, well, you've sort of been used to doing all this sort of stuff in all the years you've been driving, probably not doing it right most of the time, it has to be said, but for anybody who picks up Euro Truck as a brand new driver and familiarise themselves with controls, I think it's a great idea. I think with me having this first look at it today, I think I suppose the challenge is just to complete the whole damn thing, just for, kudos to say that you've done it. You know what I mean? Right, anyway. We've remembered to start the engine. We've remembered to get rid of the handbrake. It's off. And we'll cheat by going outside because I can see a lot better and I'm more comfortable doing that. Right, you can use interior presets to make check the option screen, blah 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 blah, and then we'll put the engine off. Right, so we've done that. And the other thing that they've introduced, I mean, let's just look at this replay. Now, that is something that they want to really seriously think about bringing to the game itself, and this might be a precursor to the fact that they're going to do that. I've always thought that Euro Truck's always been missing a replay option, and I think that'll allow us to change the cameras and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's recording how you did, and it really is something I would love them to bring to the game itself, rather than just a replay for this whole scenario process. I think the game would benefit from having a replay option, and I really do hope that they decide to add it, rather than just having it in this. You can change the speed of it, all of that sort of stuff. So I like that. I like the fact that they've got replay introduced to this, because that's always a sign that clearly it's not just a possibility it could come to the game. It's very likely it should, and I hope many other players suggest that to them, that they actually bring it to the damn game. Right, so we'll come out of that. We've completed that scenario, and now they want us to do the slalom. This is where it gets a bit trickier. In this scenario, we'll take the tractor unit for a short drive through a slalom made of traffic cones. Drive carefully and be aware of your surroundings. Keep an eye on both sides of the truck, and be sure to use the mirrors to help you navigate the course. Well, again, you know, the fact that you've that if you're a seasoned Euro trucker, and like me, you prefer generally to use the one kind of truck. I like to use a Volvo, unless obviously I'm using a mod truck, which I'm familiar with. But the fact that I'm very used to the Volvo truck, you've got a very good sort of sense of awareness when you're in that truck cab, which is fine, you know. But if you're a brand new driver to the game, then you won't have that. You won't have that experience. But I've generally, like most people who are familiar with the same truck, would have a good bearing of what's going on around them to be able to complete this, he says confidently. So then you have to finish in the little box at the end, park in a designated area, and secure the truck. So it's handbrake off, engine on, engine off. Right, so in my case, it's E to turn the electrics on, E again to turn the engine on, space bar to turn the handbrake off, and then off we go. To complete this scenario, you must drive around all the cones without hitting any of them, and hit enter to confirm. Right, so use your mirrors to help maintain visibility down both sides of the truck, blah blah. For the passenger side, the right hand side mirrors can be very helpful in orientating yourself, blah 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 blah. Right, proceed forward slowly and drive through the slalom. Right, so we're going to proceed slowly. We are turning left. We are turning right. We are turning left. We are turning right. We are turning left. This is going to be tighter. Turning right. And we're going forward. And before we commit ourselves. We're going outside so we can cheat. And we're going into the wee parking area. That'll do. So now, handbrake on, electrics and engine off. I mean, that was always going to be fairly easy to do for a seasoned Euro trucker. Next scenario, combined driving manoeuvres. In this scenario, we'll combine your newly learned skills to negotiate a short but technical course that will involve reversing into a turn and managing a tight 90-degree turn. So what he's basically saying is, it's a 3-point turn. I think that's what he's getting at. Right, combined driving manoeuvre. In the front of you there is a barrier. Drive up to it and stop. And then you have to reverse into that box on the left hand side where the red and white bollard things are, that sort of little false wall, and then come back this direction, I would think. It's commonly called a 3-point turn when you're doing your driving test. So there's the first point, and there's the second point. Oh, wait a minute, where's he going now? I didn't know he was going. Oh, right, so you're going forward to that. So that's like the third point in terms of you're actually going back in the opposite direction. I thought you'd just go straight up, so it wants us to finish there and then park into the box. Right, got that part. I've got that part. Right, so we're going forward beyond the turn. We're going in there, and when we come out of there, we go forward to the right, around those cones to the right, up to there, to park. That's where we're going. I've got that. I've got it all. I've absorbed all of that information. I am going to start the engine. I'm going to take the handbrake off. I'm going to cheat and go outside the cab. And off we go. This is how I do it in Euro Truck anyway. I have to cheat all the time because I'm so bad at doing these things. So we'll go there. Right, look behind you on the driver's side. I won't be doing that. I'll be just doing that. Now, again, just to point out that on simple automatic, the way I'm sitting at the moment, I've got the handbrake off, and I should hit the brake button on my controller, the left. What do you call it again? Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. The left trigger, that's the word I was looking for. I should be able to hit the left trigger to go to reverse, because that's what simple automatic does. So I'm going to try it, and if this bastard fails me, I'm going to bin it. Ah, right, so it does understand that. This is something I've always had difficulty with, parking the damn thing. Oh shit, I forgot I was reversing. That'll do it, that's good enough. Right, so now it wants us to go forward and round to the right to finish the scenario. So this is a 90-degree turn. This is a bit of a squeeze. You certainly ain't doing this with a trailer attached. Right, I'm going to just take my time. Get the truck round, or the tractor as they prefer to call it. It's not a truck until it's got a trailer attached. Right, so now we are secured, handbrake on, engine off, scenario complete. I'm going to have another drink before we move on to the next one. So this is the reverse park. Right hand side of the screen, reverse parking next to an obstacle. In this scenario, we'll reverse the truck into a parking spot next to a curb. Next scenario. In this scenario, we'll perform a reverse maneuver to park next to a curb. Right, let's see what we're doing. Right, reverse towards the curb. You must be aware of your surroundings when reversing to use your mirrors. I won't be doing any of that, I'll just be cheating. I'll make life very simple for myself. Right, stop the parking in the parking spot and secure the truck. Right, got all of that. Right. The parking spot is behind you towards the passenger side. Use your mirrors. No, I won't be doing that. Prepare to set off. So, engine on. That's the electrics in the engine on. Handbrake off. Cheat to button number 2 for the outside camera. Hit the reverse, or in my case the brake. Give myself plenty of room. Right, get right round. Loads of room. Just let it drift in. Oh shit, I've done it again. I put the bloody accelerator on instead of the brake. What a numpty. Oh dear, this really is embarrassing. And again, my excuse is just not 100% comfortable with the controller. What an idiot. I'm so used to the hand and feet coordination using the pedals that totally lose the plot when it comes to the controller. Right, here we go again. So engine on, handbrake off, outside camera for the benefit of numpties. Hit the reverse. Right, let's do it right this time, for goodness sake. People could be watching this at some point in the future. Now remember, it's accelerate to brake, in this case, to actually stop the damn tractor. like that. Now, handbrake on, engine off. Give us my badge. See how simple it is if you do it right. Right, next scenario, parallel parking. Now this is a tricky one. In this scenario, we'll take a look at parallel parking between two other trucks. Right, parallel parking is a crucial skill every trucker should know. Prepare to set off. Right, there we go. So down, round the corner, drive forward past the other truck, the front truck, and then get yourself into that spot. This is always a tricky one because the biggest mistake probably everybody makes is not going tight enough in the turn, and also the nose of the truck catching the back end of the front truck. And naturally, I'm an expert at that sort of stuff. You've got to get the tight turn as tight as it goes. Now, when looking at your driver's side mirror, aim for the curb just in front of the truck behind you. That's to give you a guide for the line that you should take before you make your third turn of the steering wheel to square yourself off. I won't be doing any of that because I'll be cheating with the outside mirror, the outside camera. Once your front bumper clears the truck ahead of you, you can begin steering the front end of the truck into the spot, aligning the truck with the parking spot. Oh, I'll tell you, he's nearly taken that rear truck's bumper off there. Straighten out the wheel and centre out the truck within the parking spot. Park and secure the truck. All sounds simple. Simple and clear and clearly explained. Simple and straightforward, that's the word I was looking for. Right, ignition on. So the E button in the keyboard controls, if you hit the E button, that turns the electrics on. It doesn't turn the engine on. You've got to hit the E button a second time. Handbrake off, right? Cheat to the outside camera where you can rotate, and off we go. Now we need to go far enough. It wants us to get into that spot. So this is supposed to be the ideal line for making that parking manoeuvre. So we're in the box right now. I need to get my wheel in the right position. Off we go. In we go. Nice and tight. And square ourselves up. That'll do for me. Handbrake on. Get rid of the reverse gear. Hit E to put the engine off. Give me my badge. Dead easy when you cheat. Driving on a handling track. Never heard of that reference before. In this scenario, we'll take a drive on a track designed to test your ability to handle the truck through different kind of curves and corners. Right, I've got that part. Instructions, driving on a handling track. In this scenario, we'll take the tractor unit for a short drive to see how you handle it with your newly acquired skills. These aren't newly acquired skills I've got. These are years of experience that I'm using. There are various types and combination of turns on the track. It is not a race, and it's not about time. Be patient and adjust your driving speed to the turns and obstacles you encounter. I can guarantee I'll be doing that. I'll be crawling round this so I don't look a fool. Oh, he's going a bit fast for my liking. He's a bit of a show off, this guy. At the beginning, the course is gentle and easy, but more the turns... Right, wait a minute, let me read that again. At the beginning, the course is gentle and easy, but more the turns will get more I don't understand that line there. But more the turns will get more complex. But the turns will get more complex. That's what it should say. I don't understand what it's saying there. Anyway. Now he's flying around. He's going to have to go slow there. Oh no, he's still going too bloody fast. Oh no, 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 no. So we've got switchbacks. Yeah, I don't think I'll be quite as confident as this guy. Be mindful of your speed. It's easy to get going too fast and then misjudge a turn. I won't be doing that. Like they said right at the beginning, it's not a race, it's not about speed, it's about just completing the bloody scenario. So that's all I'll be doing. I'll be out for a Sunday afternoon cruise. That's how I'll complete it. Where the hell's he going? Alright, so the exit from the track is a very tight hairpin turn, so go slow and use all the space available to you. I'll certainly be doing that. Again, the more I look at Eurotruck and even this scenario setup thing, and the more I think how bad Alaskan truck driver is. I mean, the truck physics in Eurotruck are streets ahead of Alaskan road truckers. Alaskan road truckers has gone a bit quiet, so it has in the last couple of months, and I would imagine, even though it's now out in the Xbox, I would imagine a lot of people, like, I've been reading some of the posts about the bugs and various issues that are still in the whole game, and you would have thought there was another big patch due out for that game, because they want to get it fixed rather rapidly or people are just going to drift away. Right, anyway, switch the engine on. Electrics and engine on, handbrake off. Cheat to the outside camera, and off we go. In fact, hang on a minute, let me go into the drop. I think I can handle this. We'll just cruise round with our Xbox controller. Oh, a wee bit of an uphill section. Just take it gentle. Now you need to go that wee bit wider just to watch that the inside isn't catching anything. Check your driver's side mirror to see how far you are away from that edge. Check my virtual mirror on the right side. See that we're making it okay around here. And then you're going downhill into the corner, so your truck's gathering a wee bit more speed. Not your truck, your tractor. I keep referring it to a truck. It's not a truck, it's a tractor. Right, we've done that part. Now we've got the sharp turn, and this is where I cheat. Must be a river somewhere. I can hear the water running. Maybe we drove over it and I never noticed it. Right, so now we slam the anchors on so we can make this turn. There we go. That was simple. Right, advanced training course. The last scenario in this chapter is a drive on an advanced training course. We'll put the skills you've learned with a tractor unit to the test. Right, here we go. Right, this is the last scenario I'm going to do. I've seen enough of this this whole training scenario thing. I'm off to watch some pool. The Reyes Cup might be, I don't know whether it's its final day. It certainly feels like the third day and I've not seen any of it, but I know that it's on right now. Right, so yeah, this is a bit more technical. Next, the hairpin turn, keep your vehicle wide, blah 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 blah. Yeah, you'd never get round these corners with a trailer. The road's too narrow. There is a 90-degree left turn here. Remember to drive in deep so that the rear of the truck clears the inside barriers. Yep, we're well aware of that. You know, this is like teaching your granny to suck eggs, bearing in mind that if you are an experienced Euro trucker, you should be doing all of that anyway. The ramp obstacle can be a bit tricky. Line yourself up as best you can before you drive onto it and use your front and side mirrors to help orient yourself. Next section must be done in reverse. Approach the barriers ahead with that in mind. And oh, hang on a minute, this is getting a wee bit technical, right? So we're going to there and then we're reversing. Right, follow the road markings back and to the right of you. Right, so back. Right, so we're doing that to there. Right through to the red and white marker there, that wall. Then we're going forward again. Reverse to the barriers, then stop and proceed forwards to the left. The problem I've got is absorbing the instructions because you know it's a longer circuit. Proceed through the break in the median to the next section. Want a bit of slaloming again as well. The passage through the cones is very narrow. Drive slowly and use your mirrors to orient yourself with the passage. I won't be going at his speed, I can assure you that. Remember to drive in deep on the 90-degree turns. You're entering a nice open section of road. You can pick up some speed, but keep in mind you'll need to slow down soon for the curve up ahead. Big sweeping bend. This would be good as a go-kart circuit. It certainly would. It'd be a good racing circuit, this. At the bottom of the hill there are some barriers across the road. Drive up to them, then reverse into the parking spot on the left. So that's your barriers. Reverse into the left. Right, so that's us now being shown. I presume that's it finished. Park, then shut down the engine and secure the truck. So that's quite a lot to absorb. So it is. I've forgotten all of it already. You know that. Engine on, handbrake off. Outside camera. In fact, we'll try. That's no good. Right, so far so good. Now what was it to do here? Right, just keep going round, I think. Sharp 90-degree turn. Get ourselves set. Get the turn on. Right, now we're going up the ramp. Right. Right. Okay, so far, follow the course to the left, right? Do that. Taking it nice and easy. Now, wait a minute. The following section must be completed. Reverse. Stop at the barriers ahead so that you can reverse to the right. Right, I've got that. So that will be that. Like that. Reverse towards the next section. So that's not the way to do it. That's it. Right, so now off we go. Oh wait a minute, I forgot about the cones. I was too busy looking ahead. Oh hey, wait a minute though. It hasn't failed me. Or has it? Did it pop up and say it failed there? I don't know whether it did or it didn't. I thought the scenario would have ended. I was too busy looking at the road ahead. I never even noticed the cones. Anyway. I think I'm dragging half the cones with me, so I made a proper arse at that. But it's let me go through it. I mean, is it going to fail me because I hit the cones? I mean, I just ran straight into the damn things, not paying any bloody attention. My heart was set on the road ahead. surely it's got to fail me. I was thinking this was the wide open section we were coming to. That's why I said it was too much information for me to absorb with these instructions. I've already forgotten how we finish this scenario. That's totally gone out my head. Stop near the barriers. You will see barriers blocking the road, so we're going to stop at them. Hang on. What does it say now? Behind you and to the left there is a parking spot. Reverse into the parking spot. Right, I can see that. Let's go. I think that's us done, but I'm surprised it's letting us continue to do this because I thought I'd failed. Handbrake on. Engine off. It did say failed. Yeah, no collisions. I'm not doing it again. Anyway, that's just to give myself an idea of what this was all about. So I'll go back to that another day. It's now time to say goodbye, and we'll complete that scenario at some point in the future.